you guys look here, this is my favorite photo of Steve. Kissing me on the head. Good morning. Welcome to the Hamilton Collection. Is it morning? It's 1 o'clock. Let's go bother Steve. Hello.
What's up, baby girl?
How you doing? How are those nuts?
These nuts are delicious.
You ready to vlog?
What are we doing?
We're gonna review your favorite car today. Just a quick overview, honest thoughts.
Bugatti?
Your favorite car? Oh yeah. No, the other black one that's all-wheel drive that you love. The first one you got.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The one that never gets driven at all.
The one that we don't drive. It's the redheaded stepchild of the collection.
Let me put my nuts away. Just kidding.
What do you have in there? Open it back up.
It's just my stash, bro. That's just my stash.
Run the Bugatti. No.
So the Lamborghini Aventador was the very first supercar that I purchased. It started this whole string of madness that I have now. When I first got this and when I was first looking for a car, I think that everybody kind of goes to Lamborghinis. It's the pinnacle supercar. Everybody had the Countach on their wall and everybody recognizes more than any other car. People seem to recognize this Aventador on the road. I definitely didn't want the Huracan. It doesn't have the traditional Lambo doors that go up. So it had to be the Aventador. Plus it's got the V12 naturally aspirated motor. And it also helped that one of the other owners within our organization, Sean, had a white Aventador and he strongly encouraged me to get this thing. He was sending me links of it actually, so it made it a little bit harder to turn it down when it was being shoved down my throat. Tommy knows.
That's what she said.
Tommy knows.
That's what she said. Steve.
Tommy knows the feeling.
It's barely shoving it past my lips in Steve's case.
Yeah, so ended up getting it. I bought it from Dallas Lamborghini, who oddly later on I have a decent relationship with them. I bought a few more cars from them, the Pagani. I got my Pagani C10 allocation from them. Rewinding back to this thing, I bought it sight unseen when I got it at the time. Admittedly, I did enjoy it. It was, again, the first supercar that I've ever owned, so you get it.
How many of your cars have you just bought without driving them?
Literally every one of them. Like I don't know that I drove.
Is there anything in your garage that you drove before you, like any, who does that? They're like, you know what, I'm gonna drop $300,000 on a car. He's like, I don't even know if I fit in it.
No, nothing. So yeah, so that is the blind faith that I have in the experience that these cars are gonna provide. I just know they're gonna be awesome. And again, the Aventador was pretty freaking awesome when I first got it. First supercar, it popped my cherry. And I wasn't there to receive it. Ongoing joke is that I'm literally never there to take delivery of my cars. I have taken delivery of 2 of them, but I'm always gone. They're busy. I think I got nut in my teeth. Tommy knows.
Doesn't surprise me again. At all. Per usual, Steve has nut in his teeth.
Tommy's used to all this stuff.
He's got nut in his mouth, always.
After I've had 3 solid years to drive this thing, we're gonna go over my honest opinion. Genuinely, not too many people own these things, and those that own them don't put the miles on it like I do. So I think I bought it with like 2,000 miles and it now has around 10. So we've got 8,000 solid miles of use between me and my crew and friends and family and everybody and their brother.
That's with 20 other supercars that you have to choose from.
Yes, yes.
That's a lot of miles when you...
It's a lot of miles. So today we're gonna go over the things that I like about the Aventador, and we're gonna go over the things that I absolutely hate about this freaking thing. So overall, with the miles that we've put on this car and how hard that we drive it, it's been pretty reliable, but there have been a few maintenance related and quality related things that frustrate me. For one, you can see that the paint's peeling right off of the little engine plate. That's a little annoying. It had a recall for like an exhaust sensor, and the recall was causing things to melt, and like they wouldn't replace it, even though it melted it. So that was a little bit frustrating. So the prior owner put this aftermarket carbon aero wing on it, and this thing is really tasteful. I love big wings on cars, but the problem is that it has an active aero on this car, so it looks ridiculous when the active aero is functioning and goes up, because it makes it look like this thing has
a triple
2
layer.
spoilers.
There is 2 right there, so it's like 3 of them.
It's like a triple decker spoiler, so it looks so dumb. And to bypass it, you have to hit a button in there every time you start the car up. So I said, the hell with that. We just had the dealership unplug the active arrow. I have no complaints about the exterior of the Lamborghini Aventador. It really does look sharp and it turns a lot of heads. So we're gonna take a seat in the Aventador and we'll go over some of the quirks of the inside that I hate. And yes.
Your nipples look kind of hard if you want my coat. You must be cold.
I am freaking cold, man. Thank you. Are you wearing 2 coats? What's
I would
wrong
never
with
do
you?
that. Here you go. I'll put it on for you.
It's like
Come here.
40. All right, thanks.
There you go. There you go. And then one of these for you for the road.
Oh, thanks. Oh, a little hard to get in, but that's okay. So usually when I first start my car, I'm gonna throw some music on. Great, the thing has Bluetooth, wonderful. But it only freaking does it for the phone. Somehow I can talk to someone through the sound system, but I can't stream music to the sound system. That is one of the worst things about this thing. It does, however, it's got this funky Volkswagen Audi adapter that allows me to plug my phone in. It's not long enough and we haven't taken the time to go buy a longer one. The Aventador has a lot of buttons. You can love it or hate it. Tommy hates it. I think it looks cool. Shut up, Tommy. Q, bro. Q. Tommy hates it. I don't know if it's an Italian thing. I don't know if it's a Lamborghini thing, but like when you spin the dial this way, in the US and every other car I've driven, it takes whatever menu you're in down, but Italians do it backwards, so every time I'm trying to scroll through crap, I go the wrong way the first time. For the money spent on this car, I'm really surprised how much plastic there is on it too. I don't want to hear that when I'm shutting a door in a $500,000 Lamborghini Aventador. The Lamborghini, like many of the other supercars and hypercars, does not come with a cup holder, but for a little over $2,000, you can buy this one. Does it even have a Lamborghini brand on it? Oh! Voila, the Lamborghini. And that can plug right here, which bumps right into the knee of the passenger, or it can plug in right back here. And that is just incredibly easy for me to grab my drink while I am driving. Good job, Lamborghini. We're gonna take this Lamborghini for a spin, and I'm gonna go over some of the other features that really frustrate me while driving on the road. Here we go. Game. How long is it going to stay in first gear? Ah, there it goes. Only 30 miles an hour at like 5,000 RPMs it decides to show up in second gear. Oh, there we go. Good job, you hunk of shit. And then my favorite part's when it's like, hey, we're going to stop right now at the gears. I'm going to go second, third, fourth, fifth, like jerk, all at once.
As the car's pulling to the right every time.
Yes. Airplanes have left turning tendencies. This has a right turning tendency. I hate it. Why don't I sell it? I have a hard time selling cars. Like, I don't know. I like to keep them.
Because you don't buy cars for an investment?
It's true. Good point. I think that I keep it because so many people always want to drive this thing because, like, again, this is the pinnacle car. It's a Lamborghini is the one. People aren't like, I want to own a Bugatti when I'm older. They're like, I want to get a Lamborghini when I've made it. And so many people, like, this is the first car that they want to drive when they're out. So I think I genuinely keep this for the other folk. Actually, the thing that I hate the most on this is when you're sitting at a stoplight, it just conveniently kicks it into neutral every now and then. And it's so quiet, it gives you a tiny little beep, throws it in neutral, and then you don't know it's in neutral, so you hit the gas, and you just let out this huge fucking rev right in the middle of traffic. Like, it's green, and then there's Aventador going, ram, but doing nothing. Like, why? I do this every time, but don't you? Where you get real loud under the thing?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if it kicks into gear faster. Hurry up and slow down, folks. We got a red light. Did not exceed the speed limit. And then when you're going like, what is on the floor? What's that?
Oh my God, that's open the trunk. The trunk's open.
So there was a loud bang. I think this thing just popped off of the car, and this opens the frunk. So Tommy's gonna be busy getting that fixed. Hey, what's this guy doing in traffic, dude? F that guy. No hands. We're gonna put that cup holder, that $2,000 plus option to use, and we are gonna go get some Starbucks, y'all. I'm gonna try not to curb up my wheels as I go through a Starbucks. Going through drive-thrus, I'm pretty conscious about it on the road and everywhere else, but something about a drive-thru, I F up so many wheels. I'm not gonna lie. People try to blame it on their wives or girlfriends or whatever, but no. My wife does a great job. Buenos dias, amigo. May I get a grande pumpkin, what is it again?
Spice.
Pumpkin spice latte. And that will be all.
Okay, you got 567. I'll see you at the window.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Buenos dias, amigo. All right, can I pay for the guy behind me too? But can you do me one favor? Tell him I think he's cute.
Hi there.
How's it going?
The car in front of you paid for you, actually.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
What a nice guy. I love
He
him.
wanted me to tell you that he thinks you're cute, so.
Oh, did he really? Oh, I want to kiss him on the lips when I get home. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Oh, Steve, I think you're cute too.
So I think the $1 million question is, if you had a decent budget and you were going to get your first supercar, let's say you had $200,000 to $300,000. Yes, I know that's a lot of money, but that's kind of the supercar range, right? What kind of car should you get for that range? Well, fortunately, I've had pretty much every single car within that range that money can buy, other than the Huracan. We talked earlier why the Huracan wasn't practical for me because it didn't have the doors, didn't have that nice V12 engine. Adding, I already have the Audi R8, which is the same thing. Well, same thing, but better because it has twin turbos on it. I've driven them also. In my opinion, if I have that budget and I'm gonna get two cars, it's gonna be a McLaren 720S, my favorite car in that price range by far. It's actually one of my favorite cars of the entire stinking collection. Some days after I drive it, I feel like it's my #1 car, period. And then probably my Porsche GT3 RS. That one is loud, raw, excellent transmission and shifting. The PDK in there is second to none. And it's just the experience and the thrill of driving that thing is amazing. Those are in like the low 2s right now if you get a 19 used, and then the 720Ss are somewhere in the mid upper 2s if you get a used one. Be careful getting a 720S used though, because I'd say over 1,000 miles they're probably going to start breaking down.
They're not the most reliable cars.
Yeah.
Warranty's a good thing to have on a 720.
Yeah. But the first 1,000 miles you can go hard at it, but after you've driven it 1,000 miles, chill.
Yeah, so Steve buys one every 1,000, just like a new pair of shoes. Or like once it gets dirty, he's like, oh, let's get another one.
Now, would I buy another Lamborghini again, I think is the other $1 million question. I almost did. So when they released the new Countach, they told me that it was going to be like a throwback, like screamed 80s, but it was just a Cian with a body kit. So I was super disappointed. Now they sold out of it, so I'm sure it'll do well. I really don't see myself buying any other Lamborghinis, anything new. I severely doubt it. I think I'd be most likely to buy an old school. I'm a huge nostalgia guy. Just bought an '83 Cadillac limousine that I have been driving that more than anything for the last week. Tommy hates it. He's shaking. I see him in my peripheral.
No.
I see him in my peripheral vision.
At it. Can I do a vlog soon? For real.
So maybe like a Mercy, or honestly, I want a Diablo, and you were shitting on me about the Diablo.
You already have a Countach.
You know, bro. Q, bro.
No.
Q.
That's my bagel. That's my bagel, man.
I was trying to smack it out of his hand. I failed. Aye! Don't forget, folks, we have a bunch of merch available for purchase, and we do not pocket a single penny of that. All the profits go to charity. So you are helping charities directly, local charities that we pick. We have this here Christmas sweatshirt. This is the back of it. It's got the McLaren P1, the Hamilton collection on the front. Tommy's got the Chevelle retro shirt, and then, of course, the Driven to Give Back Porsche. And just in are our new Hamilton collection hats. Again, all proceeds to charity. Go buy some merchandise. Thanks everybody for joining us today. You know that when you're watching us, you will always get the real deal and the real insight into all of the supercars. And just be sure to like, subscribe for more stupid stuff like this. And thank you. Have a great day.
All right, I'm gonna put you down slowly.